Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the channel and to this space here with me. I'm really glad that you're here, and I just wanted to say a big thank you to all of you who left really kind words and nice comments on my previous video. I really appreciate all of you who come back to watch my readings, okay? And today basically we're going to have we have the full moon in Capricorn that's happening today. It's basically reaching its peak. And full moons are usually a time to release things that we don't want anymore. And also, in some traditions, it can be a bit different. It could be a time for manifestation. It just depends on what you believe in, right? But I know that there are some people that work with the moon phases for doing rituals and that kind of thing. The crescent moon up to the full moon is usually a time for manifesting things that you want into your life, and the period after that, which would be the waning phase of the moon, and the new moon would be a time to release things. So it just depends on what you believe in, what your traditions are, or what you follow, what you think is right for you, okay? But yeah, today we have a full moon in Capricorn that's reaching its peak today. And basically the energy of the full moon, it basically lasts until around 6 months in general, okay? And why 6 months? Because in the next 6 months time, so in January 2026, we will have the next full moon, that which will be in the same sign, so it will be in Capricorn, okay? So the next full moon in Capricorn, because this full moon is in Capricorn as well. And the full moon in Capricorn, it basically relates to the new moon in Capricorn that we had already in January this year, okay? And so basically whatever seeds that you planted in January of this year around the Capricorn new moon that we had, those will be the things that you will be manifesting now at this current time, okay? Or at least it will be showing signs of what would need to be released from your life. And the full moon also being in Capricorn, you could also find themes of discipline, purpose in life, emotional maturity as well, and just long-term goals and visions in general. They could be like central themes in your life right now. And it could be playing out in a way that it's working around those areas in your life, right? So it just depends on basically if it supports or if it even challenges your own birth chart and placements like your Saturn placement, your Capricorn, and even Cancer houses. So that kind of thing. It just really depends on your birth chart. So with that being said, I kind of wanted to give an introduction first about a full moon reading. Just kind of explaining the themes surrounding the energy and what maybe you can expect before actually diving deep into the reading itself, right? And today we're going to have basically 2 piles. So pile number 1 will be this blue celestite stone and this blue paper and white candle. And pile number 2 will be this amethyst stone and this purple paper and black candle, okay? So if you need time to pause the video at all and decide which pile you want to choose from, you can feel free to do that, or you can listen to the whole reading as well. That's absolutely fine. As I always say in my readings, you're welcome to watch both piles. There might be messages that might resonate with you from both piles, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and start this reading with pile number 1. Also, I decided to use like some jasmine flowers because jasmine flowers are also it's one of the flowers that are quite connected to the moon as well, okay? So I felt kind of called to do that. just to bring more energy to the reading. So, hello pile 1, whoever chose this blue paper, white candle, and this celestite stone. Let's see what the energy is for you surrounding this full moon in Capricorn that's happening today. What can you expect we're not looking too far, over the next 6 months, up until 6 months, right? Right away, I see that somebody will offer their shoulder for you to cry on. They'll be offering you emotional support, right? It could not necessarily be literally a shoulder to cry on, but the energy of someone supporting you emotionally. It's like somebody will be there for you when you need them. So you can expect a person around you to be there. Very loyal energy, by the way. Very loyal, very caring. If you have such person in your life, maybe you already know who I'm talking about. For someone here, I'm actually hearing a few names. I don't know if it resonates with any of you. Evita, Natalie, Tracy, and Mosin. You need your own space, okay? So that you can live your true life, you need your own space. If maybe right now you live with your family, like your parents, or you live with housemates, roommates, flatmates, that kind of situation, I see you wanting to get out of this and find a place of your own. It could also be a message of you finding your own steps to your own life, okay? Not necessarily a physical home, but an emotional home. A home within yourself, the things that you want to do, the things that, for someone here, maybe your family wants you to go down a certain route, a certain pathway, a certain career, and you want something else entirely, and you're choosing to go with your own instinct here, okay? With what you want, not what other people want for you, okay? Also, the universe is responding very strongly to your energy at this time. So the advice that comes through is to be in good energies. If you're constantly complaining, constantly in a bad mood, constantly cursing or swearing, please stop that, because the universe is hearing you and it's basically giving you back everything that you're projecting out into the universe with your voice, with your words, okay? And with your thoughts as well, but mainly with your voice. I see someone here being very vocal about their complaints, about things not being right in their life. Please get out of this energy. Numbers 8, 14, and 33. Numbers 8, 14, and 33. They could be very significant for you at this time. Maybe for someone here, you could even be buying a house, okay? Or an apartment. And it will be one of those numbers. Or maybe you already live in one of those numbers already, okay? What else? For someone here, if you play the lottery, you could be playing those numbers. You could be winning a prize. And I'm not saying that you have to play the lottery. This is just a message for those who do that on a regular basis, okay? So if you normally do that already, maybe you want to play those numbers, see if you win something. But there's definitely a message here of winning a prize, okay? And it doesn't have to be a lottery. It could just be winning a prize that comes after your hard work even. Maybe you've worked a lot and you've saved up for something, and for someone here, you might even be buying a car, and the the number plate will have one of those numbers in it. I'm seeing something here related to those numbers that you're either winning or purchasing, okay? I also see someone here with eyes on you. It's like, but it looks like a bird's face because it looks like a beak and two eyes, okay? And I want to say this is representing a person that's wanting to get more information about you, because birds, they represent communication, information, and that kind of thing. And this person, they want to get more information about you or about a certain situation that you might be in. For someone here, this is going to be a very, very specific message. It could be that you have a partner, but someone else is interested in you and they want to know more information about how your relationship is going, how are things generally in your love life. If you don't have a partner, maybe this person just wants to know if you do have a partner, because I saw like something here relating to 3 people, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be anything else, really. But I see someone here curious about you and something in your life. It could be somebody that you work with that's curious to know about how much you earn. Could be that as well. But you have somebody that's very curious about you. And they really, really want to know. Like, I see someone that is like they're leaning over for more information. If you work with this person or if they're in your surroundings somehow, be careful, because they could keep an eye on conversations of yours, okay? Words that you say, conversations, just be careful with what you say. If you feel that the energy is yours, okay? That you have this kind of person around you. There's something here about beauty and chaos, things not being symmetrical, and you prefer them that way. You prefer the asymmetry of your life, even not even just of like physical things, but also things on like a deeper level. If things are too perfect, it's like something's wrong somewhere for you. You're coming out of some illusions about something. There's something here that maybe you thought it was. Maybe you have somebody in your life that you had very much a lot of respect and admiration for this person, but you will hear some news that's going to give you a different perspective on this person, okay? And you could be a bit disappointed for a while, but you need to know this information so that you can know the truth, okay? The truth about this person, the truth about maybe the things that this person says. But there's someone here that you see as very respectable, and when you get some information about them, you're going to see them in a different light, basically, okay? I also see somebody saying yes to a commitment. It could be you maybe want a commitment with a certain person and you're going to express this and the other person will say yes, or it could be the other way around as well. Something here about coffee that I'm hearing. Coffee, you could be going on a coffee date with this person. It could be your first date. Maybe you had an encounter with coffee. Maybe this person offered you a cup of coffee recently. That's how you'll even know who this person is that I'm talking about, okay? What else for pile 1? Somebody here could be into motorbikes. You could be into motorbikes, or you could be wanting to buy a motorbike. Something here about a motorbike. or you could be doing like some kind of trip involving motorbikes. You could be planning this already, or you could be planning this over the next 6 months. There's also a message here, someone being around you for a good time, but not a long time, okay? Well, it's an energy, but here I'm taking that it's for most of you, it's going to be a person. I'd say around 90% of whoever this message resonates with. And this person is mainly seeking out a casual connection, maybe just like a connection that's just purely based on intimacy and not based on feelings and that kind of thing, okay? So just protect yourself with your feelings, your heart. Also physically, if you actually want to go ahead with that, right? If you know what I mean. Somebody here also sees your success, how successful you are in life, and they want a piece of this success, okay? It's like they want part of this success that you have, or this success that you're getting, this recognition that you're getting. I'm not saying that this person is only getting close to you because of that. It could be, right? But it's like they see an opportunity for personal gain within this connection with you, okay? So be careful about this kind of person. Just keep an eye out, pay attention to what kind of people are around you, pay attention to things people say, okay? Some of you, you're forgetting things. You have like your heads in the clouds, and maybe you forget where you left your keys, because I am seeing an image here that looks like some keys. Or you're forgetting to do random daily tasks here. Work on your mind, okay? There's a message that comes through for you to do things that will help you regain focus. Focus on your day-to-day activities. Focus on things that you need to get done, okay? There's also going to be some news that's going to make you very happy, okay? Because I see a very smiley face here, and you're going to be very happy, very joking around, maybe with other people around you as well, okay? Good news is coming your way, pile one, okay? So this is what I have for you, pile one. I actually want to take out some cards. Which deck I want to use? I'm going to use this one here. Just some extra cards for you, for the energy about this full moon, energy surrounding this full moon in Capricorn. Any other messages for pile number one on what they can expect? So you have the Three of Cups, you have the Fool, and you have the Ace of Wands. I see you really putting yourself out there, pile number one. You're making new connections, like brand new connections here. And we have the Moon here confirming. I see you really putting yourself out there and communicating with different people. Maybe you'll be invited to many get-togethers and parties and some situations here that you could even put yourself out there to meet someone new, okay? Specifically in this order that the cards actually came out as well, I see that you could be going to a gathering where you might meet somebody new that's going to give you a lot of inspiration in your life, okay? And it could be passionate, creative, even sexual inspiration. It could be in the form of even a very passionate relationship as well, or it could just be a connection that's going to inspire you to, it could be a friend, it could be a business partner, but I see definitely new connections coming in for you. You're going to have a very good time, okay, pile one? I see many good things happening, many celebrations. Maybe you could even be invited to weddings here, or you could be having a wedding and people around you will be very happy and celebrating, and it's going to be a brand new beginning for you. If that is your case and you are getting married within this period of these next 6 months, I'm even predicting something here for you about pregnancy. You could even get pregnant right away, okay, after you get married. So this is the energy that comes through for you, pile number one. I hope this gave you some kind of clarity, and if it did resonate with you at all, please comment on the video as well, just so I know that you are enjoying this kind of content and these readings. And I'll see you guys next time, and we'll go for pile number two. Hello, pile two. Whoever chose this amethyst stone and this purple paper and black candle, okay? We're basically looking at the energy for you for this full moon in Capricorn. And we're looking at the next 6 months, okay, basically. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start your reading. Let's see what messages are coming for you. What's coming? Oh, quick moving energy, very fast moving, very fast paced. Some of you could also be very tired here. I'm sensing somebody that could have their energy that's kind of like scattered, like all over the place, and you're kind of lacking direction, even purpose in life. And if you watched the beginning of my video, I mentioned that one of the central themes of a full moon in Capricorn, one of them, right, because there's quite a few, could be you finding your life purpose, okay? So you could be, that could be a theme that's very present in your life right now at this moment. Maybe you are thinking of what steps to take, what decisions to make even. There's a random message here. Maybe somebody here has a cosmetic brand and you're working on that, creating things of your own. You're like your own business, your own brand, and you're going to be working that even more, like working on it even more, okay? During these next 6 months. Yeah, you could be making like your own perfumes, hair products, makeup, even soaps, candles. Someone here is a business person, okay? You're going to be investing more time, more efforts into your business. I see that for you this next, these next 6 months, okay? You also need to, if this is you and you have your own business, you need to work better on your marketing strategies, okay? That's what I'm hearing for you. You need to work on advertising, maybe even speak to somebody who's like a specialist in that kind of thing, okay? That can give you like some tips. Saturn energy is very present here with this pile. Maybe you're going through your Saturn return. I also see that somebody here could be relocating to a southern direction of your birthplace. Your birthplace, I was meant to actually say the place where you live, but it could be your birthplace as well. Both, okay? Somebody here could be moving south from wherever you are. Number 4 could be significant for you. What else for pile 2? Somebody here wants to change your mind about something, okay? It's like they're going to come in with heavy persuasion, like heavy attempts to change your mind with a certain belief of yours, or a certain idea of yours that you have. Yes, it's like they're going to be very, very persuasive, okay? So, I mean, it's up to you if you want to give into this kind of energy. It's really up to you to analyze the situation, but listen to your own voice as well, okay? Don't just listen to other people. I mean, you can take it into consideration, but you don't have to take that as the absolute truth, okay? Somebody here is also into writing books or short stories or plays or that kind of thing, right? Literature. I see you working a lot on that also, the next 6 months. For somebody here, you could even be attending a writer's retreat. I think that exists. I'm not even sure. But that's a message that's coming through that I'm hearing. There's a message here also about somebody who you could have spent either months or years, okay? And this is like very long-term energy here. You could have spent a long time in a situation of unrequited love, okay? Basically where you have feelings for somebody, but this person doesn't reciprocate like the feelings that you have. What about this? Okay, I see you moving on. You're moving on from this situation. You're moving out. Okay? But I see that the minute that you move out of this situation is going to trigger this person. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has narcissistic tendencies. I'm not saying that that's going to be for everyone. It could just be like for 1 or 2 people out there, if this message resonates, right? But it's like the minute that you finally come out of this situation, maybe you're going to start dating other people. Maybe you're going to start a relationship with somebody else. This person is going to be so triggered. It's like when you move on, finally the tables will turn, and this person becomes even slightly obsessive. I don't really like this energy, okay, pile 2, so I would block this kind of energy out of your life, okay? I mean, you know what you do better, but that's just my advice. I don't like, because it's like a game almost, okay? It's like this person is playing games, and I don't think that that's for your, this person doesn't have your highest in like good as their like priority, right? The 22nd could be significant for you. Something here about the number 22. It could be the 22nd of July this month. It could just be any 22nd of any month over the next 6 months. Someone here could be having a 22nd birthday. For someone here, it's your 22nd attempt at something. By the way, let me know if that's you, because if you've been trying so long for something, this time around it's gonna work out, okay? Something about the number 22. Maybe something significant will happen and the number 22 will be around you somehow, okay? Or you'll see it somewhere, like anywhere, okay? Also, somebody here could be Cancer rising or could be dealing with a Cancer rising. I see you, if you are dealing with Cancer rising, a person that has Cancer as their rising sign, I see you guys actually becoming closer together, closer and closer, and for some here it could even be a relationship, okay? If you have that person in your life. Some of you are also very, very focused on like your future, whether it might be in career, in love. I see you very focused on what's next in your life, what's coming next. And it's a very good energy to be in. Like I see someone here that could be planning to buy a house, planning to start a family. The message here that comes through is to continue focusing on the future, but don't forget to live the present moment, okay? Don't forget to live in the moment, because all we have is now. That's the message that's coming through. You could be like constantly, I see someone here that's constantly thinking about the future, even looking up things, thinking about the future. Maybe you have a calculator that you've been calculating things, and you have this constantly on your mind, playing out again and again and again, you know, like the future, what's coming in. Don't forget to live today, basically. That's the message that comes through. Someone here could feel quite isolated as well. You could feel like maybe right now you don't actually have any friends. I see like the energy of like the hermit here, okay? You will find the right people soon, okay? And soon is quite relative. It could be next months, but it could also be years, okay? I know we said that we were going to look at the next 6 months, but it could take a bit longer than that. I'm not gonna lie. That's the message that's coming through, but eventually you will find the right people that will bring you joy, and you'll be able to connect and have like a meaningful friendships, meaningful relationship, meaningful connection in general, okay? I also see you, and it could be a friend, it could be, I wanted to say a lover, but I guess a partner, right? Someone that you're in a relationship with. You could be planning a holiday soon, but I see like you sitting down and having a conversation of places to go, deciding which place to go, which what time frame, how long to stay there, which places to visit, that kind of thing. Like planning a holiday, planning a good time during a trip, okay? What else for pile 2? Okay, I see someone here that could have a lot of illusions about you. It's like they speculate about your life a lot. We had a similar energy in pile 1, so maybe you watched both piles, whoever this message is resonating with. Yeah, I see someone here that's like speculating how much you earn, who you're dating, who you're going out with, who you're friends with, what do you do in your free time. It's like they have many illusions and speculations about you and what you like, what you don't like, what you do, what you earn, that kind of thing, okay? They're not harmful. That's the message that I'm getting. They're not harmful. They're just very, very curious about you, okay? Very curious energy. What else? Where there is a will, there is a way, okay? There could be a situation in your life that you could be it's like you don't believe that there's any way that this could happen anymore. But let me tell you, when you are least expecting, it will, okay? It's like it's defying all the odds. Now, don't be thinking about this. If this message is for you, don't be thinking about this and thinking, when is this happening? Is it gonna happen? Listen to this message and just let it go. Let it out there in the universe and just forget about it, okay? Because the universe is taking care of you. Okay? This is what I have for you, pile 2. And similarly to pile number 1, I also want to get out some cards for you, just like for some extra messages of what you can expect during this full moon phase and for the next 6 months after, okay? Any more messages for pile number 2, what you can expect? You have the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Here I want to clarify the 10 of Swords. Okay, so clarifying the 10 of Swords, you have the 7 of Wands, you have the Hierophant, and you have the Star. Okay. Here right away, what I'm getting here is that in the past, there could have been a situation here that didn't work out. Maybe you had a lot of expectations and you could have even have been quite guarded here at first. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, although for the majority of you I am sensing that, but it could also have been in the form of a job or a career or a business thing that you tried, right? Because we have Pentacles here as well. But I sense that this you were guarded at first, but then you took a risk and you thought things were going to play out in a certain way, but it didn't. And you had like an ending here that caused like almost like a tower moment, okay? In your clarification for the 10 of Swords, you have the 7 of Wands, you have the Hierophant, and you have the Stars, yeah. So it could definitely have been about a commitment here that you were guarded against. Maybe you were quite reluctant to give into this situation, but then you did, and you were basically left alone, right? Because Star, it can also represent like distance, and to me it's a card that it has like a certain coldness to it in a sense. So here I want to say that you were left out in the cold. Why is it showing this situation? I want to ask. For you, I want to get out some more cards, okay? What about this situation? What way is this heading to? The 4 of Wands. You're going to get a new chance here for stability in your life. Sorry, I might actually just have to cover some of these cards. I'll just do it like that, okay? But you have the 4 of Wands when I ask what about this situation, okay? I see that you're going to have like a breakthrough moment here. So you could have a new chance to do something differently here. It could be either with a different person, or it could be an ex if you would like that, if you want that. You could have like a chance to rebuild this connection that ended here. If it is a job situation, I see that you could have a chance to get a different job, like in a different location, different people, different company. Could even be something completely different that you are doing right now or you did in the past, but it's going to bring you a lot more stability with the Four of Wands, okay? Yes, so definitely a new beginning here, okay? New beginning, and you're advised here to plan for this. Plan and be prepared. Prepare yourself, okay? Be in a preparation mode, because there's a new beginning here coming. Whatever focus on your life you have right now, that's something that you tried before in the past. It could be a long past, it could be recent past, but it didn't work out. You're going to have a new opportunity here to start a new phase, a new beginning here, okay? Yeah, and I wanted to ask, what is the outcome? You have the Page of Pentacles. So I see a lot of stability. You could even be getting like a higher salary, or even if it is regarding a relationship, like the minute that you connect with this person, your finances are going to be going very good, okay? And again, you have Pentacles here. Something here definitely to do with your stability is going to get a lot better, okay, pile 2? So you can expect that over the next 6 months. And if this reading did resonate with you at all, please let me know in the comment section down below. Just so I know if you guys are liking this kind of videos as well, if you enjoy these readings. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and bye-bye.